So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
Hernes. That's a super give and go. And that's chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's managed to get rid. Real chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Lazio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Strong running down that left flank. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Ibrahimovic, played out towards the right wing.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mateus, he's shifting through the gears here. Roberto Carlos. Short changes him with that pass. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And this is Ibrahimovic. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Tries to pass it through. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's a really well-measured ball. He's found the way through. Good ball, good take. He slings a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Yeah. Lahm gets across to intercept that. Luis Suarez now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Lahm. Messi. Here's someone with real dynamite in his boots. And Mateus. Hernes. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Roberto Carlos. He is just caressing the ball. Seedorf tries to play it through.
Botafogo really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Thuram cuts out the pass. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cross flung into... He's got tall! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
And they're quick to get it back. Ernest. Mbappe. Thuram. Ferdinand makes the interception. Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. Decent chance! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And yes, it's him again. And the first 45 minutes are up. Some first-half thoughts?
Botafogo certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Botafogo in control at half-time, 2-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Maldini. Messi. And it's Thuram. And it's Messi. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Such good technique.
Played out to the left flank. Hernes. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. That's Thuram. Araujo. Vieira. And it's Vieira. Hernes. That's Vieira. Nicely aimed pass. Mateus. Aims beyond the defence. Some resolute defending there. And this is Ronaldo. That has been cut short. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Thuram. Spread it left. Looks to the other side. Lahm. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's picked Ibrahimovic! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 20, camisa 19, camisa 22.
Looking for options for movement. Shot, surely! It's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
Yes, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Lazio get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Hazard. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lahm wins the duel this time. Botafogo suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's another save.
Substituição em andamento.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Takes a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Gullit is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And it's been played through. And Gullit! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And that would have won it.
Gullit really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Now it's Gullit. Great vision. And this is Hazard.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Bellingham. And this is Gullit.
Botafogo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's being urged to shoot. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And that is expertly dealt with. Platini. Lazio are looking to break at pace. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Lazio really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Gullit. Gullit! Oh, it's hit the post. It's in. Tying minutes, and we're all square again. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Botafogo really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due, this is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And now the breakaway. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That is lovely. Hazard. And the shot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow. This is a Hollywood or bus corner. The final whistle is up next.
Having a shot! And that may well be that. That is that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Botafogo can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
The action has already started.
Shoots!
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he welcomes it in. That is a brilliant interception. Van der Sar punts it upfield. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
Threads one in, and he's in on big chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Lahm goes short.
There will be a throw-in.
Seedorf.
That's good play from him.
And he welcomes it in. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither side yet able to find the net.
No, that's been intercepted.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Stood up well to him there.
Now it's Messi.
Messi proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Vieira. That's a little off target. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
He can get that clear. Messi, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
It's a threatening ball.
And the finish! Goal! Lazio!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's a mighty effort! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Seedorf. Can he get it through? That's an excellent interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Lazio applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline.
Oh no, this does not look good. Rummenigge has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. So what can they conjure from this one? Looking to widen the gap even further here. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Bergomi calmly anticipates. Rummenigge going about things with real menace. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos, there he goes, motoring forward. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Seedorf. Great vision. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Hoeneß with the short one. Now it's can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yaya Toure. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
There's the start of the second half.
Botafogo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Bellingham. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. Ah, such a clever touch. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's Ibrahimovic! Mateus. Seedorf. Looking to piece, had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Here's Vieira. Bellingham, who's set up one goal so far. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communicate.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 20. Camisa 19. Camisa
He's going to be
22.
disappointed with that.
Camisa
Looking for the
5.
run. Looks a good ball through.
Para a entrada de
Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Camisa
Bale
9.
could try cutting inside
Camisa
here.
13. Camisa
Now it's
10.
Bellingham.
Substituição em andamento.
Botafogo can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's away!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
It's a promising position. Of facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Teremos uma substituição.
And it's Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter.
Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Chance, surely! That's another chance! It's there! Do not write them off! Back they come! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Yamal. Now, can they get him away? Hazard. Now it's Hullet. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, shooting chance! Loose. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to complete the turnaround. Oh,
What a save from Van der Sar! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
They've played it short.
Botafogo clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Eze. Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Lovely feet. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Nedved.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's found a way through. Hazard. Oh, that was vital. And he's quick to get it clear again. Vieira. Vieira cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Bale gets into a good position. Shapes to shoot! Platini. Yamal is one of the key ingredients. And that will be it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Botafogo certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
My thanks to Jim. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
As you can see, we've already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number...
Oh, shooting chance!
And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tries to play it through, and he's being shifted off it.
Roberto Carlos.
Seedorf. Vieira. And here's Mbappe, and he plays one through. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Gullit.
Such good technique.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Ernest.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Threads one in, played into space out wide.
And it's made its way, and he shoots!
It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Goal! Botafogo!
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Can he get on the end of this?
Oh, important interception. Ibrahimovic.
Very much a man of this moment.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bellingham.
Gullit looking to get on the end of this. He is through here.
Mateus. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Great chance! It's in!
They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
Mateus!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mateus actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And this is Gullit. That's a good ball.
Oh, that's nice.
Lewis takes a shot! It's a goal! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Can he get it through? And he's straight offside. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pernis is someone with real dynamite in his boots. That's an errant pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Lahm has it in a wide position. Botafogo looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he's forced to go back. Bergomi hurtling down that right flank. Suarez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot could... And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. That was nowhere near his best. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Gullit dominates aerially so often. We are into overtime. And it's Messi. Ferdinand is there to clear and claimed it back swiftly. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Botafogo are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we are back underway. Vieira carries the ball down the right. Great ball if he can get there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Mateus, oh, perfectly measured that. Great ball, and he's in here. Vieira. And it's Lahm, and there's his chance to lead the counter. He's a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Skims one in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Bergomi. It's Bellingham. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ibrahimovic being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter...
Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 20.
Botafogo take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Camisa 11. Camisa
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
19. Camisa 10.
Nedved really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Botafogo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Botafogo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Played out wide. Swings it across. And it's Piqué finish! That's been cut out, well played. Gullit. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Botafogo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bergomi. Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Distributed tidily. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then. Well, there's the clearance. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Now it's Gullit. And here's Eze. Into the last quarter of an hour. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Eze tries to pass it, tries a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bale has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And it's Michel Platini. Vieira. Vieira. And it's Lahm. And the counter is on. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Into the last 5 minutes. Always onto this. Pass is just off target. Maldini. Eze. Pedri. That has been slung wide. He's dealt with that really well.
Really well played. He read that perfectly.
Pedri.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Driving forward. And here's Eze. Platini.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that will be the final act. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
And that's another throw. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Yeah. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well timed, excellent interception. Hernus. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, played right into his path. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he was quick to react. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Yaya Toure, and he's forced to go back. Bergomi, and it's Messi. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently... There's the shot! Goal! Lazio! The breakthrough strike! Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
That has been slung wide. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's in a good position. Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Bellingham. Hullet. Looking for options for movement. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Botafogo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Over to the left. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's a sharp little ball here. Bellingham has created one goal already. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Maldini. And it's Ferdinand. It's Bergomi.
Botafogo truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Maldini. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Can he get it through? Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Chance to... Up he goes! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Botafogo choosing to make the first change. Lazio are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Mateus puts his foot on the gas. Oh, shooting chance! And they win it back again.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's half-time here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Hazard. And he's in on goal. Big chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Pernis. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Messi. Bergomi. And it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Hullet. Picked out brilliant, and the shot! Gareth, glittering Bale! About as smooth as it gets. And the second half is off to a flyer. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So here comes the substitution.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Botafogo get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Lahm ploughing through the middle. That's an excellent interception.
Botafogo have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
And the shot! And it's in! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eze.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looking for the run. Now it's Bale. Shoots! Botafogo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, what has happened here? Eze. Chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Botafogo have their second corner now. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, important interception. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Takes a shot! Aims beyond the... And the finish! Maldini gets it away. Rummenigge does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's Hullet. Ferdinand does really well there, he is strong. And it's Hazard. Eze. Hazard. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Shot at goal! It's a goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Substituição em andamento.
Lazio can now introduce the first of their substitutes. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Lazio surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Nedved stood his ground strongly. Spread it left. De Jong.
Botafogo have certainly approached the game in the right way and relentlessly pursuing their equaliser. They've come close on several occasions now, and they may well get it by the time the final whistle goes.
And it's Eze. Hazard. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Van der Sar getting this one clear. The final 5 minutes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Hazard is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Teremos 3 minutos de
Added time
acréscimo.
going up here, it's 3 minutes. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's neat. He has found a way through. Crossed into the middle. Thuram. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence. And I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.